This PowerPoint, we're going to be dealing with the Nuwaubik Harufaat, the Nuwaubik alphabet. The English is not included. I'm going to give you the English equivalent as far as the pronunciation is concerned, and words that are in English that's more relevant to pronunciation of the actual sound of the letter is very simple, so you don't have to worry about the complexity of it all. Um, this comes from the RIZQIAN script in the teacher's guide. You can find the Harufat on pages 16 and 17 in the teacher's guide to the Nuwapian language book. So let's jump right to it. The first letter is A. A as in act. A. So when you see this letter, think A. The second letter is B. B as in bee, like the noun bee in English, the actual animal bee. So when you see this letter, you think B. This letter is pronounced D. D as in demand. D as in demand. So when you see this symbol, think D. This letter is E. E is in the word eat. So when you see this letter, think E. This letter is Phi. Phi is in the English word feel. So when you see this letter, think P or F. This letter is pronounced G, which is a G in our language, as in gear, as in the English word gear, not like the J sound, which would be a J, G, G. So when you see this letter, think G. This letter is pronounced he. It's an H, as in here, like come here. So when you see this letter, think H. This letter is pronounced I, as in the English word I. When you see this letter, think I. And it should be really simple because it's like the I of Heru. This letter is pronounced G, as in the English word Jeep. It's the letter J. So when you see this letter, you think J. This letter is pronounced Ki, as in the English word keep. When you see this letter, you think the letter K. This letter we pronounce Li, Li, as in the English word lean. When you see this letter, you think the letter L. This letter is pronounced me, as in the English word meat, which is the letter M. So when you see this letter, you should think the letter M. This letter is pronounced ni, as in the English word near. When you see this letter, you think the letter N. This letter is pronounced O, as in the English word over. When you see this letter, think letter O. This letter is pronounced ri, as in the English word real. When you see this letter, think the letter R. Also, as a note, all R's are rolled. Ri, ri. It's a soft roll, not a hard roll as in the double R in Spanish. This letter we pronounce C, C, as in the English word see. When you see this letter, think the letter S. This letter is pronounced T, as in the English word team. So when you see this letter, think the letter T. This letter is pronounced U, as in the English word you, right? So when you see this letter, think you. This letter is pronounced we, and sounds much like the English, as it's pronounced in the English word wheel. So when you see this letter, you think the letter W. This letter is pronounced ye, as in the English word year. When you see this letter, think the letter Y. It's pronounced Z, as in zebra. So when you see this letter, think the letter Z. Double letters. In this part of the presentation, we're going to deal with the Ain and the four double letters that come with the Nuwaubik Harufaat. This letter is pronounced ah, 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 as in the word an. When you see this letter, think the letter Ain, Ain. This letter is pronounced re, 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 as in the English word ghetto. When you see this letter, think the letter GH. Double letters are considered to be one letter because they are one sound. So even though that's a GH, because they're together, it is one letter because it's one sound. This letter is pronounced khe, 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 as in Khazar. When you see this letter, think the letter KH. Again, the KH is one letter because it's one sound. This letter is pronounced she, 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 as in the English word for shoe. When you see this letter, think SH. SH is one letter because it is one sound. This letter is there, 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 as in the English word this. When you see this letter, think TH. And TH is one letter because it's one sound. I will do other PowerPoints to try to help you learn words that either start at the beginning, the middle, or the end of each letter in the Harufaat, so that it would be more easier for you to learn how to be able to pronounce it. I also did a PowerPoint to show you which letters was hard and soft, and how they influence the vowel A. And with that PowerPoint, you can just add it to the script, or relate it to the script, so that when you're writing in the script, you know which letters are hard and which letters are soft according to the way it looks in our script. With that being said, family, wado.